Titan's eternal night. Heroes from across worlds stand and unite. No other foe or force can match their might. The once great people of this world now hide in fear. All chaos shaken by the power of sword and spear. The black-clad armies of the Dark One now draw near. But in the distance, the sergeant and the bear appear. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Legions of Romans stand and let their arrows fly. The roaring of dragons and machines fills the sky. Secret agents and the generals they defy. Swarms of orcs and samurai raise their banners high. In the wake of death, only one man stands alone. The sergeant raises his sword, high silver shone. He condemns the chaos worn on his soul. He stands longing for the day he may return home. Great heroes of past and law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Until the war for the wellsprings is won, they will fight until they're on none. But a hero will stand alone as one, and the bloodshed is finally done. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation, 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 to end the age of annihilation.
Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time, and it is time where on this particular Sunday night, well, we're going to still try and work on these Tanukis, but I did get a little bit of something in the mail, so I want to take a look at that as well. So, how about we get to it, alright? Mailbag and painting time. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the ToV live stream. I am Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla, the guy who has spent the last 10 years making stop-motion animations of particularly Heroscape miniatures, creating a whole series out of it called Tales of Valhalla: The Aftermath Chronicles. And currently doing a re-release of said Chronicles seasons. Release season 1 in its entirety, season 2 in its entirety, and next Sunday we will release season 3 in its entirety, or premiere it basically. I will actually upload season 3 sometime this week, so it'll already be there for everybody to view. What we'll do next Sunday is just go through it. Hopefully I'll have a panel of some people who are either voice actors from the past or just fans, viewers. We'll see who's available. I just need people, but no, we'll see. I'll reach out to people this week and hopefully have a fun party next week, because season 3 is 2 hours, but it's 2 hours of very fun story and stop motion within the universe of Heroscape. glad to close a book on that before the year's out. But tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing some painting here, and you can see it like there's more shadows on me at the moment because I'm currently have a setup, and you can actually see it right here in this little view camera. I currently have a studio set up. I meant to do some animating yesterday night, but just didn't have the time. But I actually didn't have everything set up, so I was just setting some stuff up. I actually helped out another YouTuber, was on a panel on another stream a little bit last night. So I do have this set up, and I am going to be animating. What I'll probably do, since it gets dark early, I can control the lighting when it's dark, I might just do some of the animations in the early evenings throughout this week, and hopefully get done so I don't have to do any animating on Saturday. I can just tear stuff down. But yeah, so I do have that set up. So the backdrop's kind of blocking the upper light here, and hence it's a little shadowy here. So yeah, that's how it's going. For that, so I'm keeping busy. I'm trying to do it, and I still have a backlog of stuff that I need to upload. And yeah, and say hello to Warpig, saying it's up, and got a lot of work done on Irene. Yeah, you were streaming a little bit ago. And it looked really nice. I was like, I go with the simplicity, just simple colors, just simple colors, and go from there. But I think for these, I just need to do some touch-ups, add some brown to the brown part of their bodies, and also like brown base. And so we'll try to work on that tonight. So hopefully get enough done with these tonight that by Wednesday, and yes, Wednesday is Christmas Eve, still gonna stream anyway. I'll just paint until I feel like signing off for the night. But hopefully by Wednesday, all we'll have to do is a wash for the Tanukis, and then the Tanukis will be ready by Christmas, and that will be fine for me, and maybe even like work on Krakenling here a little bit. But yes, there was a bot on Twitch. I figured that was a bot. What did this bot say on Twitch? And it was fast because it was only a few minutes, and then it popped up. I'm literally driving now, but when I park, me and my squad are pulling up heavy to your next stream. Add me on my Discord. It's separate, 2 separate words. Username is a thing. Yeah, that seemed kind of spammy. Body to me a little bit. Warpig saying, I've been painting about as long as you've been doing stop motion. Oh, you've been painting about as long as you've been doing stop motion. Yeah, for me, my painting sporadically has been only going on for like a year or two. So yeah, I'm just getting started. But the stop motion animation I knew, and I'm actually doing something new. I'm animating something as an example to say a potential client for creating stuff, but also be uploaded to my Tales of the Void YouTube channel. Although I might show a little bit here too, as well. But I gotta work on the stuff first and see how everything turns out. But anyway, okay. With that being said, every night 10 years. For me, animating. Okay, well here. First, I'm gonna say something for that because that reminds me of something from experience. But let me just say. Okay, so this isn't me. This is Joe Crazy. Was gracious enough to send me to not only these two, but also an extra blimp and ATST. And those actually went to my son since I already have those. So my son, gets those, and those are just fun, like visually, for him, creatures already painted, so you don't have to worry about painting them. But I do not have these, and Joe Crazy it was very nice to send these. So these are premium painted. So we got some premium painted pirates and some premium painted Dryons. So we'll open those up in a minute. But I did want to mention something because it came to mind when Warpig talking about every night for 10 years. Now, for the past 10 years, I wasn't animating every night for 10 years. But when I was animating at night. In the past year's night. Every time I'd be animating, it would be at night because that's when I can, since I'm not in any studio where I have no windows where I can control lighting, and it's always in like a residential house where I'd be animating. I would have to literally, in order to be able to control the lighting, because that light and the sun coming in the windows, it can really mess up your animation if you don't have a way to control that lighting. So majority of my animating was done in the nighttime. Now there were times where I'd have a room that could be completely closed off, so I could do some animation during the day, but majority was like 95% of it, like 95% of it was done throughout the night. So that's like I said, you gotta it's like when playing a musical instrument, you gotta work it until your fingers bleed, with that type of thing. I'd love to play the Crimson Widow with the Rolly Boys. Oh, okay, and make them pirates. Ah, interesting. Yeah, well, it's one thing I'll have to figure out is like synergizing armies too. Doing all these other things, like playing any type of Heroscape, really gets in the back burner sometimes. So, but anyway, so yeah, painting these happen momentarily, but I might as well just do the unboxings first, and then we'll get to painting. So I'll move these aside and use this little bit of space just to show you all what we got. And again, I thank Joe Crazy so much for sending these to me. And 8 move 4 attack for 240 points. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's good. Okay, and I just pulled one out from the floor random, and I think first it's going to be the Dryan. So let's look at this box. And okay, Age of Annihilation, Premium Painted Edition, Embers of War, Heroes of Aborius, expansion, and there they are. I'm just looking to see what's the lore here. I'm gonna move my mic over a little bit more. Battle of all time. The Wizards of Aborius are not a monolith. Each seeks to refine their power and connection to the natural world. That's my cat. But their methods cannot be more diverse. While some may cultivate groves, others exert their arcane powers to break the minds of beast or person alike. So what do we got? We got, okay, 5 highly detailed, fully assembled, pre-painted miniatures, and 5 army cards. And now the age, wasn't the age, like it says, look, let's see, look at the age there. It says 14 plus. I thought it was 12 plus. It used to be for 8-year-olds, and then it was, I thought it was for 12. Maybe it was 14 all the time, but apparently now it's ages 14 plus. No. Anyway, let us open this up. These guys out here. Boom. This is the first time that I've done like a mailbag stream and a painting stream at the same time. So I still had to keep everything set up for painting, and like hopefully it's still, everything still looks fine with the unboxing. Some of the subject matter is mildly more adult than the Classicscape. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Although Classicscape, if you really like investigate the lore, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, you know. But yeah, I know. I think it's also just to do, the age range has to come to do with legal limitations. You know, are different than what they were 20 years ago. Anyway, so the cards are, well, the cards, you know, got their sides. But what I'll do is I'll pick a card and then I'll pull the mini from whatever the card is, just to have some fun with it. And I'm not going to see what card I'm picking out. I'm going to close my eyes and or you all can see, but all right. So I guess first I'm going to pull out a Vrono Brambletooth and see that mini. Probably the most underwhelming minis that we have here. There he is. Yeah, I gotta find a way to get more light here. Here, give me one moment. Give me a moment, because I think I can put another light here. Hold on. Hold on to your hats. Hold on to your hats. Just look it up. Look it up. Look it up a second. Hold on. See if that helps. I suppose a little bit more light helps no matter what. Toughest small medium beast so far. Okay, so let's take a look. I don't need to really have those headphones on for the moment. All right, so let's see if that looks better. Yeah, I know it's like you got that big shine now behind me now, but I think that, yeah, that helped be able to see it better. So yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, that helps actually quite well. That helps quite well. Now there's just a shine on me in the background, but it's okay. Be right back, kid sounds. See, Warpig. I checked on my kid before I started streaming, just before. So, but yeah, the painting isn't bad on this little guy. See, I mean, it's got the mini, the mini base. So definitely a mini guy. Well, that makes sense for a small 4. So at least I don't have to worry about painting them. Not bad. I might accent like some of this stuff. I like the fact that, you know, I accented like my Scordire Queen and Festering Honor Guard with like some of the sparkly water that I used for these wellspring tiles, and so I put some of the sparkles on them just to, like they were dipping themselves in wellspring water, and I might accent that with other miniatures too in the future. Okay, so let me look at the next one here. I'm gonna look. I am. Let's see here, which one is going to be next? All right, Marashot, and that is this one, I think this is the one that kind of like people are jokingly saying it's like C3PO. Yeah, this one was an interesting one. Here, hold on. I'm gonna right here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Where Piggy went on the ToV Discord. And okay, was looking at pictures of your Irene paints. But anyway, okay. So there it is. Looks. I don't think it looks much like 3PO as it does. Just looks kind of wooden. At least the eyes are semi-even on there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like yellow eyes. So it's actually slotted eyes, kind of like C3PO. Hey, Just Kenj. I am doing just fine. I know I was sick like the end of November, but I'm more or less okay now. And just now, we're gonna paint in a little bit, but I do have a couple of boxes of stuff that Joe Crazy graciously sent me in the last week or two. And so just unboxing them and showing them off because I haven't seen these in the flesh yet. So we're just taking a look at them. So I looked at Vrono, I'm looking at Marshot. And what's interesting though, Marshot is a medium 6, but is not much bigger, has almost the same base as Vrono actually. Nearly, it's slightly bigger. It's got the wicked hair in the back there. It's not bad in paint, but again, this might be another one that I might accent the antlers a little bit, maybe, just to give it a little bit more zest in the future, if I have time. This all comes down to whether or not I have time for these. But no, let me bring these over here. Okay. Well, that's the next one I'm going to pull out. But I hope you're doing just as well, Just Ken's. I know it's like holiday week. Everybody should be like getting ready for just a little bit of vacation time. But I usually never stop unless I have to. Because there's sometimes other reasons. I mean, I did take Thanksgiving off, so. All right. Next one we're going to pull out is, oh, Chana. Okay. Here we go. Now this is one, and okay, is a small 4 as well. All right, so Beast familiar. That's just really cool. I'm just looking at it. The wings are so darn thin, and so is the tail. But again, they get the eyes pretty good, yellow eyes. It would have been hard for me to dot any eyes. I would have put any eyes on it. But yeah, Shauna, the Zenith Wing, got Stealth Flying. Renew 12. I gotta refresh my memory on this. If Shauna is with 5 clear sight space of wizard you control, instead of attacking, you may roll 20-sided die. You may remove 1 wound marker from. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like wound removal a little bit, but I mean 12 or higher, well less than 50/50. It's something, but it does have stealth fine, so she could zip anywhere. I still like China. We're picking my daughter and I call this guy China with the Donald Trump Trump voice. Oh, China. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. That's old meme news. All right, next one. Okay, let me see which one. I got 2 remaining. Which one am I going to select next? Oh yeah, Heroscape, Corruptor of Beasts. Yes. I expect this one to be this big, but it's a large 8, I guess. Well, definitely will not be able to be chomped. Just Ken's. I love this box. I played with Played with Thor against every figure, even yesterday. The dream of a lava crab dropping molten lava, and Marshot mind controlling the enemy Queen Carrion into the puddle. Ah, okay. Get you ice trolls. Morpig, I have ice trolls. I have one original, and then I have 3D print proxies. So I got me some ice trolls. I was preparing before I even realized I needed to prepare for that. But yeah, this is a nice miniature. This is a nice premium paint. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Yeah, 4 times. You got it. Yep, I have about. I think I got 4. Look at that. That's just a really nice miniature. I'm really impressed, and I mean, there's so much you can do with Helishot as well. Oh, Helishot, I gotta make you a villain on ToV someday. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Yeah. Yeah, 2 small, medium, or large beasts you control. It's just like Helishot's just the go-to. I mean, for this, and if it would only had Command of the Wild, that would be one thing. But I also got like Staff of Longhand, Special Attack, Calm the Beast. It's just there's so much. Okay, last one. Garushia, the Grove Keeper. Okay, bring you right here. All right, let's pull him out. Okay. Well, you know, the painting isn't too bad. Let's see how it stands. Okay, it's like kind of leaning forward. I don't know if you can see that. It's like kind of leans forward a lot, but it still has a balance, I think. Oh yeah, no, I can't tip it over. It's fine. It's fine. A lot of vines here. It's an interesting sculpt because it's like vine heavy on this side. If I had one critique, maybe the vines could have been, crunched in a little bit more just to give this guy opportunity to move and not bump into places, because I feel like there's going to be instances to where, okay, is it I mean, not as bad as some others, but there might be instances where it's like, okay, where can I fit this guy, but with that being said, it's a nice sculpt. It's a very nice paint on him. Garushia. Eventually I have to get good with Dryans and Familiars, since I regularly got all the beast. I even got like who's the VC beast, Otar, I think. I got a mini for that. I just got to get the card for him. I have some VC fun with these guys. But yeah, very nice, very nice. I am very impressed. This one impressed me the most. But the rest are just fine as well. Okay, I'm gonna pack them back up, and then we'll get to the pirates. It's like my Butterfree. I need to like try and get one unpainted, just to paint it Butterfree style, or try and get a Josiah to paint it for me or something sometime in the future. But these would be fun to animate with. What was its name? Otar? I think it's Otar. I think. I can look that up. Here, give me like 5 seconds. Actually, wait a second. I think it's on my phone. Here, wait. I think the name's on my phone. Here, just give me uno momento, por favor, and I will let you know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Otar. Yep, Otar. O-T-A-R. Yep. Alright, so we've seen the wizards. Darn wizards. Now, get them back in their box for a moment. And then we'll look at the pirates. Okay. Number next, we have Embers of War, Crimson Window, and Dreadnoughts of Caraway Cavern. There they are. We've been actually looking for these looking forward to these for a long time. Let's see the lore bit. Capable of convincing even the most devoted crew to turn a pirate and fight with newfound ferocity, the Crimson Widow is counted among the best captains to have ever lived. One such group she swayed from Ukar's forces are the Dreadnoughts of Caraway Cavern, a truly fearsome crew that are unyieldingly loyal to their captain and will gladly crush the skull of anyone who suggests otherwise. Yes. Alright, let's open them up. Yeah, I love Mail. Yes. Yeah, especially love it when it's kind of like unexpected. Again, I'm gonna probably say this a number of times tonight, but Joe Crazy, thank you. You are a gem of a friend. For not only like sending these to me, but he also sent me the blimp and the ATST for my son, and so my son my son doesn't really play Heroscape. He just likes having the miniatures just to rummage around and bash together and stuff, and those two things are fun to bash around. So and they're painted, so my son doesn't have to worry about painting those, much unlike the crabs that he's got to paint sometime. All right, so here they are, Easy Pirates, and I already see the paint looks pretty good for premium painted edition. Okay, that's gonna do. Okay, I'll see which one I'm gonna pull out first. There's only 2 cards this time, but you know I'm gonna just look new random. Okay, on my left hand is going to be, I don't know what it is yet. Okay, it's gonna be Dreadnoughts. It's going to be a Dreadnoughts. So let's look at these guys. Okay, I'll pick up this one. No, and this is the one that's I forget the name, but it's like actually native to Valhalla that Einar was trying to wipe out. Yeah, the lizard light race. Look at that! Wow. Okay, there he is. Actually, a relatively small guy, but apparently medium 5. It's like, what was Vrono? Vrono, I don't think Vrono is like, I think it's bigger than this guy, but apparently, okay, he's a medium 5. Yeah, I just take a look. I like the lizard tail on him. That's really cool. Can we see the big gorilla? Oh yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just admiring this one. Although I noticed that like on this there's like a nubby end here. I don't know if that's supposed to be that long, or someone forgot to clip something off this hammer. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but that's interesting. Now I will say the wait a minute. Okay, like the eye, like one eye goggle is kind of off. He's got a gravity hammer, maybe. It does have like a connection here, so it's like a mechanical type hammer. So and it's got like a tool belt and such. That's really cool. I hope we get more units of these. Rowan says I unofficially named him Lizard Larry. Hey, you know, that's, I don't have a problem with that. But I hope we get more of these species showing up. because it'd be really cool to get a squad in the hero of these guys. Okay, someone was asking for Big Gorilla. Let's get Big Gorilla here. If I can pull one out. There. That is quite a twist on that thing. That's going to be tough for anybody who buys this like unpainted. And it's got to like paint around and under and through all that. That's got to be so complicated. Why do we have to overcomplicate that? that's kind of insane. But yeah, once again, mechanized gorilla. In Warpix as it is. Yeah. Just it's observing that. Yeah. And this guy is like part of the like Gorillinator type faction, right? I believe so. But that's like, it's like speak softly and carry a big hammer apparently. Yeah, Captain's Way, Captain's Orders, Mortal Blow. Guys are just a lot of fun. Here, let's see. I'm just gonna look at his back. Like I noticed, like the body is just like a different shades, and then you got the metal. I like to rust up that metal a little bit. I might add some touch-ups to this guy because I feel like you can enhance it a little bit more. Excuse me. Okay, next, my son's favorite, a squid shark-like creature guy. I'm sure if my son sees this, he'd probably like steal it from my stash. That's really cool. I just like the hook and everything about it. Let's see here, wait, is that? Oh, actually, wait a second. Okay, that's kind of wobbly. There's like a little bit of a curve there on this base. Let's see, is this flat? That's flat. I need to check base flatness. This is a little wobbly too, actually. Gotta get a little bit of heat on them to try and even them out, but not horrible. I always need more fish people. Yeah. I unironically love the dreadnoughts. Yeah, no, they're really cool. You get from like small, medium, large. They could definitely crash a party. They could definitely crash a party. Okay, and last, PS de resistance. We have the Crimson Widow. Medium 5. Hero. Swords are nice. Now this might be another paint job that I might accent someday if I get the opportunity and time to, but it's not bad. It's not bad paint. Although, ooh, wait a second. I know that kind of ruins it. We have, I don't know if you can see it, but we do have googly eyes there. You probably can't see that, but yeah. We got googly eyes. There's one eye that's off base with the other. It looks uncanny valley type eyes to me, unfortunately. Ugh. I don't know how to fix that, but oh well. Yeah, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural. Oh well. What can you do? I don't know, maybe it's just because the head's tilted, but no, it's like one is just slightly off kilter that I see. I know y'all can't see it, but it is. It feels very uncanny valley to me. But anyway, that's not the most important thing. Do you see? Okay, she wobbles a little bit too. So these bases are just a little bit off. They're not exactly straight. Renegade. Yeah, eyes are always hard, but this is premium painted. Just don't get wobbly eyes with premium painted. All right, so Crimson Widow, higher crew. That higher crew is just going to be so fun. And you can also have ability with X order marker. Yeah, just this would be fun. Essential to any pirate army build, really. Really, but yeah, hey, you know, that's great. And again, I thank Sir Crazy so much for providing these for me. He is a gem of a friend. Let me get this. Just a fancy way of saying machine painted. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. Premium painted by a machine. Next thing we know, AI is just going to do everything. AI is just going to do everything. Alright, so what time are we at? Okay, it's 9:30. It's about the time we usually start a stream. And I suppose I need to get to my own paints. So let's do that. It's alright, we're just only 43 minutes into the stream. And now I'm opening up the paints, and let's get out the two Tricksters, Tanuki Tricksters I have. We're going festive on these guys. And let's see what I need to do with them. And for those of you coming on and want to see an unboxing, just go ahead and, I guess, rewind. And take a look at them if painting doesn't interest you too much, but I'm also here for conversation too. So we can do that as well. Let me open this up. And get this out. So my goal is to get these Tanukis painted by Christmas time. So, although here I'm gonna actually put a little bit. I know I said Tanukis, but I'm gonna use up some more of this white on this dragon here. Needs it, and I got like a lot of this white paint leaking out, and so I'm just gonna give him just a little bit of an additional coat of paint while I'm looking at whoever I'm looking at here who's jumping on. So I hope everybody's having like a great and safe weekend and a great and safe week this week when it comes to like any preparations that anybody's doing. We've actually like been out and about a lot in the past week and a half, to where like this week we're just like, you know what, we're not gonna do too much. We've already done a lot of our holiday type greeting people and stuff, and I gotta really focus on animating. How am I liking? Oh, how am I liking the what palette? Oh, this, you mean? Yeah, no, I use it. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think it happens when I have like any leftover paint, like it's just like, you know, barely there, and I just apply a little bit on to like a dry miniature that just needs a little bit of accent. I think it helps it a lot. So I'm definitely not against it. again, all these curves and angles, just trying to get. I know I say I was gonna like just come up with other colors for these guys, but I guess I'm going with just what these cyans originally were. This is looking kind of dry. No, not particular. Although I've already like done a couple times to where I've taken one out and I've replaced it, and I'll probably have to do it with this in a week or so and reapply wet and just have a new sheet there. But that'll probably be after this week. And so I will say that this week, like, I plan to upload like the re-edit of season 3, and within that re-edit there will be a contest, and it's a number of things that will be added on. One will be like basically a proxy firestorm, 3D printed fire elementals, a mold of a Correct the Elementalist miniature, which is the original miniature, is just the D&D time, so anybody wants to rebased, and cards to go with them, as well as an original Kelda with card, because those are characters within the show. And then also, and I still gotta look this up, a signed card, I think it's a signed Drake Alexander or a signed Airborne Elite card, that's signed by Craig Van Ness that I got. So it's a nice little bundle, and all you got to do to enter is, when the season 3 uploads, just give it a comment, and there you go, boom, entered. I'm pretty simple. Oh, and also just one qualifying thing too, you got to be within the continental United States as well, because that type of shipping, I can't guarantee that anything would make it if I'm just shipping it myself. If it's a Renegade, it'd be something different. But is that the voice of who? Who's the voice of what? I don't know what TP is. Yeah, you have to explain that, Warpig. Is Craig? You're saying Craig Van Ness the voice of Tooth? No. Craig Van Ness is one of the original designers of Heroscape. Yeah, Craig Van Ness. He's one of the original designers of Heroscape. He even like was assisting in the help of an Age of Annihilation via Avalon Hill. I got to meet him a couple of years ago at Gen Con, and had a very nice conversation with him. I got to say, hello, I'm Tales of Valhalla. I don't know if you ever heard of me before. And he's like, it took me like a minute to explain. He's like, oh yeah, I know you. you're the guy who makes some of those crazy animated videos. And I'm like, yep. So no, it was fun. But he signed a bunch of cards for me, and I've given a lot of them away in contests, but I still have like one left. So I want to give that out for my community. So all right, okay. I'll just have this dragon hang out back here. Now we gotta focus on these Tanukis, and here I gotta look at so your painting examples, Tanuki Tricksters. The weather outside is frightful, and those Tanukis need an eyeful. 'Cause they need to steal the show. Tanukis go, Tanukis go, Tanukis go. Alright, so we need to have some precision here. I just want to get like a little bit of good green on them and then get some precision. Or should I do brown or green first? I have still some green here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's a little bit there still. So I'm just going to try and I apologize. Like when it comes to this painting stream, I know that I don't have a close-up of the paint. It just wouldn't work for me. So I can show like okay, see, that's what it looks like so far, and then I'll just paint them and talk and then show a little bit later. But that's the best I can do with these painting streams. Oh hey, and I guess one reason to celebrate, I'm over 800 subscribers too. I forgot to mention that, over 800 subscribers. I think one of the things is uploading reels. I've uploaded some reels just of like the first few, like the first number of minutes of season 2, because all those are just pure battle scenes. And on 2 of those minute videos, I've gotten like over 1,000 views on that. So not only am I meeting like the subscriber goal, like meeting 800 subscribers, but I also have like total like amounts of views for videos in totality on the stream, and I'm currently at 90,000, or I think it's like 91,000 total views in the lifetime of the channel. So I'm hoping adding on some reels will get me to over 100,000, hopefully before like I go on vacation in January. That'd be cool if I could get that up to 100,000 in the next few weeks, but we'll see. Yes, seriously, Rowan. It's like I saw that with Cody's cardboard, and I'm just like, this guy's blown up, and he hasn't even released one single video. It's just all the reels, all the shorts. We call it reels, but it's shorts. Okay, I need to put a little bit more green on this. The green's just too dry. So, and for me, it's easy as long as I just format the stuff right. I have literally a ton of short videos that I can get out there. Just be like different clips of of the ToV animation, because there's so many battle scenes that I've animated. so yeah, I'll have plenty of time. It's just making the time of editing them out and clipping them and just getting them in that format, which it's not that difficult to do. It's just when I have the time to do it and upload it. So yeah, I'm keeping that in mind when I'm making videos now in the future. To add that. So experimenting with things. Okay. Now let's go. Come an idea with the shorts is so hard. Yeah, well, for me currently, it's not terrible, because again, I have so much material. I mean, I've got 3+ hours worth of material that I've animated in the past few years, so that's and also I'm coming up with other things too. Nigaksa hitting Nilfhelm as a loop, please. I will reel that. Actually, that is on shorts, but I think I can format it better. So I'll do that. I'll do that as a reel too, and not just have like the Tales of a How logo pop up. It was kind of like doing that as like a cartoon, as a nod to like Cartoon Network back in the day, to where they would do a loop and then show like the Cartoon Network logo for like a minute or so. Okay, just trying to here. Okay, I might lean forward on this. Hopefully you can still see. Oh yeah, my head's not totally covering anything. Just need to Come on, yep, give me green. It ain't easy being green, but can do it. Hold your breath. Okay, both doesn't have to be perfect. Not everything has to be perfect. Say Rowan saying shorts are so unpredictable because a video that kills on TikTok will flop on YouTube and vice versa. Yeah, I know. You just gotta post some up there. Some get a couple hundred. Even for me, like a couple hundred views for a short is fine. And I don't have a TikTok account, so I can only do so much. And it's like, if I gotta manage something else, it's like, oh yeah. Hold on. Okay, there is. Okay, the green here. Some of that's got to be brown though too. We'll get there. Just seeing what else I can accent here. Hexal is asking me, what was my favorite aspect of Scape for 2025? When you say aspect, can you clarify? Sorry. There is so much. I need a minute to think about that. It's like looking back. What was cool? What was my favorite? As far as like how would I put it? Just everything released so far on what's been released or what's been announced. Oh, okay, I gotta cover the screen up. There's a little bit of red here of the bag, so I just want to, again, it's not a huge deal, but I'm just trying to get as good as I can. I'm thinking, Adam. I'm not ignoring you. Okay. Say that's about as good as I'm gonna get for that. Let it dry a moment. I'll work on this guy. question. I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking. And the funny thing is, like, what's the first thing that pops in my head? And I just think crabs. I just think of the crabs. There's been so much. I'm sorry, Excel saying there's been so much. I've been trying to reflect back on the year, and I think what my favorite parts were. Yeah. Curious about my thoughts. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking crabs. They're taking over my brain. And actually, well, this is one thing. It has been, I'd say, overall, very overwhelming. In a lot of aspects, it's just there's so much. It's tough to keep up. But at the same time, I guess that gives you enough variety to pick and choose. If you're a casual player just looking to get in, you're not going to acquire everything at once. I really like the fact that Jeremy has been, assisting. I mean, Jeremy's one of the community, and he's been assisting with a lot of the development and work in all this, as far as lore is concerned. And I think the lore book is, no matter how it comes out, I think it's just going to be so excellent to have. That is one thing that I can say right now. I'll think of other things. For the GI Joe line, now a lot of these have remained to be seen, because we just don't know until things get like processed through the community. But when they announced GI Joe, I wasn't against it, but I wasn't like for it either. I was more like a meh, thought. But after looking and reviewing them, short from not releasing them at all, I think Renegade's handling their line and how they're going to be used as well as they can. So that impresses me a lot from that aspect. It makes me actually looking forward to be like, it might, be interested in those a bit. And it does have a little bit of a nostalgia factor too, especially for anybody who's grown up in the in the 70s, late 70s, 80s, when those were around, or even like in the 90s too, watching reruns or whatever. It does have a certain nostalgia factor to it. I know, like, the World Tournament at Gen Con was now I don't know anything about the tournament like the Gen Con previous, because I really didn't show up for that, but the one here, and y'all were with me, was pretty darn organized. It really was a great time. So I give credit to Renegade for that too, and of course, we had community help. We had Ken help assist in that as well. So and it's just good that it wasn't just like Renegade released a couple waves and they'll think, okay, it's not worth it, and we're just canceling everything again. They're really enthusiastic about getting this all out and expanding, and really expanding the lore with what they plan to do with just the world and the universe in the future. It's again, you gotta tread carefully, but we'll see what they do. Now, when it comes to like miniatures, all the re-released terrains are great. I have like a short of crabs, scions. Even though scions, I'm a little bit more hesitant on scions, but I eventually I'd still probably want to get an army of scions just for the fun of it. But Tanuki Tricksters have impressed me. The Queen has like impressed me a lot. The Scoredire have really impressed me. It's and also impressive that it's like more and more content creators are coming out of the woodwork too. To where it's like I'm always looking, you know, around to see who else is gonna pop up. And there's a few people that's like has come up since the last ToV podcasts. I'm like, okay, I gotta remember to keep them in mind so I can shout them out, you know, at a later date. I mean, hopefully they'll still around. So sometimes you have that is the Tide Rising. The scions are fun to play. Yeah. I mean, you just gotta make sure you have a bunch of them. You know, you just can't have one squad. If you have just one squad, you'd be annihilated. Their strength in numbers. But yeah, when it comes to content creators, guys, like I know this is me going way back when I'm talking about, you know, walking up the hill, you know, in the snow, bare feet both ways. But there was a time when there was only one content creator, and this was a short time because then Sir Heroscape, you know, came on board. But was only one content creator for Heroscape, and albeit that first year was just, you know, season 1 and just animations and stuff. I mean, granted, I was very sick at the time, so releasing anything was it, but that was it. I was out there. I wasn't even streaming. I was just out there. I'm like, okay, I'm releasing stuff. Hopefully somebody out there likes it. And that evolved. And then, you know, Sir Heroscape came on board. And after that, for kind of like a little while, just like, yeah, Sir Heroscape's here and I'm here. We don't know each other. He's doing something way different. He's actually playing the game. Imagine my shock. And I'm just like, I'm spending so much time with the game, but I'm just animating with it. So just to see this, you know, eventual, like, just more and more people coming on board, and then you actually get to know these people, you know. And I remember a lot of times when I was streaming, and it was always this joke, because now there's like I think we were almost up to a dozen tonight on this is just a paint stream. Now we're at 9, but there are times to where I'd only be like streaming on Twitch, and either it would be like I Hunt Monsters was showing up sometimes, or, you know, maybe one or two others, but usually it was just me, myself, and I on a stream. And I streamed because I wanted to hold myself, even if I didn't have an audience, I wanted to hold myself accountable to make sure that I was eventually going to finish stuff. So I'm like, okay, I need to hold myself accountable, so I'm going to stream myself working on this, otherwise I might not work on it. So that was the main focus of streaming. But I would start my streams by saying hello to all one of you watching. That was the opening tagline, because a lot of times it was just one in that spot, one person. It was probably my mom. So, have I ever have I ever considered animated? What's bat reps? I don't know what bat reps are. When it comes to considering what I was thinking about animating, like initially, and what I'm still like considering animating, like any character within Heroscape is on the table. Oh, have ever doing animated battle reports? Yeah, for that, or like kind of like what I did for Rye Guy Plays Games. That was actually like animation, just a test animation I did, which I built a story on an experience he had with his girlfriend playing Heroscape, and I thought, I can make a script out of this. And he made a short story out of it, which I made a script, and then I did that thing. So something kind of like that, like to create like a battle report memory. The only issue with that is that I just don't have enough time for that, especially like doing anything for free. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. The whole process is a lot of work. So as much as I would love to do that, just tiny little things, and I do plan to do actually like smaller skits, but it will have to be on my own pace, my own pace and time. So might be just a little bit at a time when I have time for stuff. But again, that's why I have the goal to animate stuff at least one. I'm starting to sound like Rogue. Hey, well, guys, I just had my birthday. 43 years old. I'm not as young and spry as I used to be. And I do have other family commitments for sure, and family should always come first. But again, I do not want to lose my edge either. So, like, the goal is animating at least once a month. Now, next month, that's probably not going to be the case because I will be in Chile for the near entirety of January. So that won't be possible, but I'll make up for it in the coming months. And so just to keep on working on things, keep on applying those skills that I've developed, and keep on getting better at it. And that's why, support from people is so essential as well. And trust me, I can't say too much, but I have been through talks. And I'm talking about like gig talks of doing like stop motion animation stuff, like the last like 5-6 months, with certain entities, and not all of it's Renegade. I'm not even saying that it was Renegade, but that just takes time. So a lot of negotiations, and I'm so unfamiliar with doing that. So that's a learning process as well, and that takes time as well. So but back to Hexala's like original question, thoughts about this past year. I'm just trying to think of what would be my favorite. Like I said, Bug Queen for sure, number one. Is any obscure lurk? any obscure, or any like out of the way many that I liked. Well, I still gotta get it, but the lava pack looks like a lot of fun. I know it's not miniatures, but that's terrain, but lava pack does look like a lot of fun, so I look forward to that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is here. Where are we at? I'm chatting so much that painting the night away, and I still need to get some brown on these guys. Okay. Now I gotta paint their bases brown, but I'll probably do that because I don't want the actually going to add something else to the fur. Yeah, maybe a little bit of red. I don't want to put like because I plan to put a wash on them, but I'll put a wash and then I'll paint the bases brown because I don't want to wash on the bases. So that's what I'll probably work on Wednesday. Is just like getting the wash and then painting the bases, and then we be done with it. We be done with it. Now, as far as like miniatures been announced, I really like Thorman being announced, and the Kraken. Oh, he's got big fangs. Look at the bones. We really need though. I say, we really need a machine gun penguin, and a vicious white rabbit too. I wouldn't mind a vicious white rabbit. Doobie 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 doo. Okay. So with the tail, I just really need to get the top part actually. So with this brown, wipe this off. It's brown. Oh. Staple it. All right. Let's get the top of the head of this guy here and try and be as... Now hopefully this sticks okay. Trying to give like their fur like just like a reddish brown. And I'm kind of covering over their eyeballs as well. Trying to think what all has been announced this year too. So we don't speak of the Heroscape content creator. Okay. What did I say? I've been talking too much. Now I don't know when people are commenting with the of that Heroscape content creator. Who was I talking about? Oh, Sir Heroscape. Oh, bless the man. But yeah, hey, you know, I can say, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Who was the first person to establish a Heroscape? I think Warping Adam's just pulling my leg. I can say that, like, I established my YouTube channel almost a year. Oh, Rogue. We're talking about Roguescaper? Okay, we're talking about Rogue. Ah, okay. Well, that I understand. Yeah, Rogue. I don't even know where Rogue is. Rogue is, I think, is at the movies. Hopefully, he joins us later, so he can tell us what he thought about David. But no, Sir Heroscape didn't set up his channel until like it was like I think like 7, 8, 9 months after I set up mine. So I was first. But no, he definitely has grown his channel leaps and bounds further than mine, for sure. Because he actually plays the game. Yes, it's Yes, there is bad blood with I love my peoples. I love my peoples. And by the way, and Adam's beef. There's a lot of beef going around, guys. I'm a vegetarian. There shouldn't be so much beef going around here. Too much beef. Oh. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I totally lost it. Okay. Well, the good news is the initial brown that I painted on these guys like stood up pretty good. No. All I said is that I liked him better after he went to prison. Yeah, Hexala has done a lot of nice paint streams, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to join in the chat last night with you guys. I was busy doing other things. Ow, and my arm's starting to pull. Okay. Wait a second. Like there. Okay. Let's see if that helps. So I'm not pulling my arm over. Okay, now this one. Okay, we have little itty bitty ears and a little bitty face. So we gotta make that kind of brown there. I don't care about doing the eyes. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't need to dot the eyes. Make the ears kind of pointy though. Yeah, and with Hexala, Adam has such an impressive setup. Okay, sorry, I'm concentrating. And I know, Adam, there's one other thing that I was thinking about this past year that I just need to remember. I'm just concentrating on these ears at the moment. Okay. It was unforgettable. Also, oh, oh, cheese. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's something I can sink my teeth into. Believe it or not, though, last night I was having a bit of cheese stuff. Feta cheese. Oh my goodness. You know, when we lived in Michigan, there would be like Mediterranean stores just everywhere. You know, there's really none down here in Kentucky. but they were everywhere, and they would sell like these blocks of feta cheese for like less than 10. It was like less than $10 or $20, just huge blocks, and we get them. And now it's like you really can't. It's like fresh, feta cheese. It's just so good. Oh, I don't have cheese puns. I just like cheese. Cheese doesn't grate on me. That was pretty awful. I will never find a way with cheese. That was an awesome pun. Oh, thank you. It came from nowhere. It's just a chip off the old block, I guess. Block of cheese. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I get his feet. Alright. And then it's like, guys, almost an hour and a half of the stream. Awesome. Those are really good. There you go. Really Gouda. Yeah. Gouda. Really, really Gouda. Usually it's hard for me to come up with jokes on the fly. I'm not a rapid fire responder for comebacks usually. I put too much mind in it. Just Ken just saying, I was wearing my headset while making banana bread for the kids' breakfast. My favorite thing to come out of Scape for the year was the energy Renegade wants to put towards Scape in 2026. They are certainly, and that's one thing I would say, they are certainly not holding back. At least I don't think they are. Maybe they are. I don't know if they are. If they're holding back, then I don't want to know what going full force is going to be like. But yeah, I think they're having a lot of fun with it, which is good. Again, I asked oh, come on. Me and names. Who's in charge of Renegade? My goodness, why is it me and names can't remember a darn thing? I'm sure I'll pop in the chat too. Who's in charge of Renegade? I should know this, but I'm just like, I am totally big disappointment here. Scott Gata. There you go, Scott Gata. There, got it. I asked Scott Gata a couple of Gen Cons ago, just one question: where does he see? What are his like 5-year goals, 10-year goals for Scape? And he basically said, quite simply, he's like, I want to see it as big as Warhammer 40k. I'm like, okay, that's yeah, Scott's CEO. Yes, Scott's CEO. Yep. I'm like, okay, yep, that's a BHAG. And whether or not you aim for the eagle, bag the pheasant, don't eat crow. So, and that means you aim as high as you want, even if you don't get what you're aiming for. At least you're getting up there, you know, rather than being low on the ground. So I can respect having that, because it's like, oh, what would he say if just like, oh yeah, well, we're just, you know, looking to just, you know, try and sell some units or whatever. Nope, that wasn't his attitude. Hexal says 100% agree with the energy. Actually, speaking with Renegade staff and seeing how all of them had stories about how they loved the game gave me a lot of confidence of the future and sustainability of Escape. Yep. So, yeah, we'll see. We shall see what happens. Okay, I'm looking at his face. Okay, do we have enough brown in there? Yeah. Now that I have an actual fun deadline for these tricksters, I'm like, okay, I gotta get enough of this done tonight so we can have plenty to work on Wednesday evening. But I notice like there's still a little bit of green missing here, so hold on. I'm gonna grab a number 2, and your nose needs some green. Come on. Or not. Okay, but I noticed like back in here, like the rim of this, like there's a lid black, so I'm just going to, because it just drives me off the wall. There. Again, it ain't easy being green. And you're kind of back here too as well. Alright. That first and foremost, and I guess I'll say just for me personally, that's not all about me, is making that short for the beginning of this year, and just having my Morrow voice sounds on Bach Bernard be now considered, practically considered actual canon of my Morrow voices. That was just a treat. That was a treat to kind of like in a way canonize some things. Okay, my friend. You're not green enough here. There's still some green touch-ups that I will put there. Trying not to mess up the brown I put on, but it needs just a little bit more green there. Okay. Oh, my back's hurting me. I need to take my pain medication now, and and drink my whiskey. Yeah, that was so much fun. And I'll be part of that as well. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, Adam and Rowan both up there. Rowan, the official voice of Shiori until someone else says so. And don't think that's the only time that this is going to happen. It might take time, but there is more than likely. As long as I'm still around, there's going to be another time, another place. And honor's always all mine. I really appreciate anybody's help, whatever help they can give in doing this type of stuff. And I have a lot of people reach out to me and be like, "Hey, I'd like to be involved in stuff in the future." I'm like, "Okay, I'll keep you in mind." It's just then it's organizing all that, and being like, "Okay, how do I get people assembled and together?" And taking the time to think about it. So when I do take like a break this January, because I'm going to be basically traveling, I'm planning to bring notebooks and stuff, and hopefully I'll have time, even just on the plane, just to think about and write things down and give some thought to that. Okay, I'm just taking a look. Sorry, just seeing if there's anything else here. Put it upside down. There's like a crevice there. It seems like it doesn't have anything. Oh, the joys of painting. Okay. So, I'll give that trickster a good look. I saw snakes on a plane, now Heroscape on a plane. Yeah, no, I'm not going to bring much of my Heroscape stuff. I might bring, like, Airborne Elite just to take a picture of them in, like, the Andes Mountains, like I did when I went to Peru. But, yeah, I'm not going to take too much. Most of it's just going to be my imagination and notebooks just to write stuff. Okay, there's a little bit of brown there that I still can stuff here. Okay. And then we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. We'll definitely be back on Wednesday night, even though I'm sure a lot of you will be spending time with family and stuff on that particular evening. If anybody doesn't, stop in. More than welcome to. But I definitely want to finish. Definitely want to finish these guys up. Okay. Is there any? What was that? There's a little green on that tail. I'm not looking to get these guys perfect here. Hold on, I need to lean back because dang, my back's starting to hurt. See that? I know you all can't see it, but this is the best angle for me here right at the moment. Oh, and wait, there's a little bit of spot where it needs a little bit more green. Come on, turn green, darn it. Okay. Oy, all right. So let's take a look at them real quick. I think we're getting good. I think we're to the point to where now we can get a little bit of a wash on them just to finalize it. And then paint the base up, and that's fine because you can work on stuff forever and it's not gonna, you know, you gotta sometimes just quit while you're ahead. And they look fine enough for the limited skill I have. Oh, wait a second. A little bit. There's a spot where I see I can use a little bit more green. Like right on top there. Sorry, you can't see. Right on top there. There's like a top part right there. Paint the screen and the stream. Give myself some food and then go to sleep. Maybe read a little bit too. Okay. That's it. I'm doing it. Thank you very much. I just one pair of Tanukis. I definitely need a lot more in the future, but I think yeah, okay. Yeah, this is curling up, so I imagine I do have to wet these down sometime in the future. So you're absolutely right, Warpig. So I'll do that. I'll probably replace this out like later tonight or tomorrow, because yeah, that's looking a bit dry. I agree very much. But anyway, so let us wrap then for tonight. Again, it's gonna work. Might work if I finish Tanukis in time. Still need to work on this Kraken thing, so I'll probably do that too on Wednesday. And then still we got Scavarth to work on. Scavarth over here, waiting to be worked on to be at rest filled, like my other oh, what are these things called? My goodness. Isonek, yeah, like my other Isonex. Yeah, okay. I'm tired. I need to shut down for some night. But hey, we know we're almost did it. It's 2 hours, so not bad. Not bad at all. And here, let me get these guys out again. And thank you again for the last time, Sergio Crazy, for providing these. Very nice of him. And we will we'll continue doing painting stuff, fun stuff. Maybe well, definitely next Sunday we're gonna be looking at season 3. Maybe I'll try a small skirmish. I don't know. It might not happen because I know like after like first week of January, then I'm out. So I don't know how much stuff I want to do, but we'll see. we'll see. And January also helped me plan out what I'm exactly going to do for 2026 too, the rest of the 11 months of 2026. So yeah, we'll see. But this Wednesday, whoever show up, if you don't show up, Merry Christmas to y'all. Hope you all have a great week, spending time with family and all that, and a great weekend. But definitely try and show up on Sunday, because we'll have a fun watch party on season 3 if you're able to. And let's see, just kind of saying, I hope you stream more. I keep trying to catch you live. Have a great holiday. Appreciate so much, Just Kens. And yeah, usually I'm on again unless I'm out of town. It's every Sunday, every Wednesday evening, usually around 9 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, glad you could catch me again. It's good to see you. And again, next Sunday we'll probably start a little bit earlier, might be around 8 or 8:30, but we're gonna have a watch party for season 3. It's gonna be a fun time. We'll announce a contest then, and a bunch of people on the panel just talking about the last practically 10 years of creating the Tales of Valhalla series. So yeah, should be a fun time. But with that, I will bid you all adieu. We'll see you Wednesday. Oh, thank you so much. And again, we didn't get up to 100 comments, but we had a pretty good amount of comments, so appreciate y'all. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and I'll see all of you next time. Later now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.